Alrighty, chat. Thank you all so much for sticking around. I do appreciate it. Hope y'all are having a good Saturday. Everybody's enjoying their day. You know, all that good stuff. The man, hello. How are you doing today? Welcome in, Cap Skidmarks. Thanks for jumping in and answering the man's question there. Do appreciate it. I do appreciate it very much. You guys jumping in and answering questions in chat. That really does help out, especially when I'm away. Because, like, I know it's happened before where somebody's like, hello, and of course, I don't say anything because, like, I'm in my house, you know? Okay, I'm skipping ours. I'm an hour late for you. 4 o'clock break. Farmer Johnson, hello. How are you doing today? Welcome in. All good? Awesome. Awesome, man. Glad to hear you're doing good. And thank you, the man, as well. Appreciate that. All right, so we're doing some herbiciding right now, guys. After planting, we planted cotton everywhere today. Farmer Nick and I are currently herbiciding the world, so let's go back into the team through here. Thank you for the welcome backs, guys. Just started farming for the day. All right. GG's. Awesome, awesome. Obi, thank you for the welcome back. I appreciate it. All right. Oh man. Chat, Black Cat's still here. Hi, Black Cat again. Chai's dragging me. That's terrible. I know I'm wasting spray, and I know I can use section control, but you know, it's okay. Hi, Farmer Nick.
Hello.
So I was standing in my kitchen for a second, reflecting on my life, looking out my kitchen window above my sink, painting the picture for y'all, and my backyard is starting to green up. A lot of the grass in my backyard is zoysia. It has come over from the neighbor's yard, from Casey's yard, over the last, like, you know, ever years. And every year we get these random green, like, lines through the yard. They're never in the same spot. They're never in the same shape. Last year they kind of curved, we'll say, from Casey's house, like out into the yard and then back in, like, and this year they're the other direction. They curve like the other way. But they're never the same shape, never in the same spot, never the same size, but every spring it happens. And it's like, I don't understand it. It looks really weird. I should try to, like, take a picture of it for you guys or something. It's so strange. Oh yeah, I don't know what it is. No, it's not septic. We don't have septic anymore. Well, it's still there, but like, it's not in use. No, not mole runs, Big Al. It's like the grass is taller, darker, like it's actually like grown more. Hey chat, the man's here. The man, is that what's making the green lines in my yard? The man, thanks for the bits. I appreciate you, sir. It's not a bull run. It's not like that. But it's maybe like, it's maybe like 6 or 8 inches like wide, and the grass is just darker green and growing more in this like strip, and it's like a semicircle. But we're talking like, it would be a huge circle if you were to like complete it. It's very weird. Need a new yard and get rid of zoysia. I don't like zoysia either. I don't like it. Sorry, I had Taco Bell for lunch. Oh. Aliens. I think that is the answer, actually. Yeah. I think aliens is the appropriate answer. Thank you. I don't know. It's like every year, and it's only in our backyard. I don't see it anywhere else. It's weird. And they're always in different shapes, too. Like, one year they were way over here on, like, the left side. Last year they were closer to Casey's yard. This year it's kind of in the middle-ish. A little to the right, but in the middle. Kind of weird, man. I don't know if, like, the sun is reflecting off something and then, like, causes that grass, like, the ground to get hotter there. So it greens up faster. I don't know. It's very weird, but it's different every year, so. Oh, I think aliens is the appropriate answer, though, yeah. Fairy ring disease. What is that? What is fairy ring disease? I feel like I'm going to Google something I don't want to Google.
Next time you speak to Kate, you just ask her.
Speak to who?
Shane's girlfriend.
Oh.
She's pretty big into the landscape and stuff, isn't she?
Very. So, most likely to develop this means. From what they're saying on the Google is it's a causes like brown stuff. Missouri version of crop circles. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Brown or dark green? If it's dark green, then yeah, that could be it. I don't think it's from the water. I think it's fairy ring disease. Yeah. I've never heard of this before. Yeah. I've never heard of it before. I never knew what it was. Can cause dark green as well. It's just like the grass is like, it's just greener. It's taller. It's... Chinese rocket debris, why? Why did I just take my time? Okay, the first one's funny. The second one, no. I think this is what it is. I really do, chat. I really do. Wow. Fairy ring disease. That's what we're gonna... Okay, I'm gonna have to tell my dad about this because every year it's just like, what the heck is that? And there's some pictures I'm looking at where it's like in the green more, where it's like brighter green. That's what it looks like. Yeah. Why does that one look like a snowman? There's one on Google. If you like Google image it, there's one that looks like a snowman. But yeah, it's just like these green stripes. Yeah, they're I'm looking at pictures of it right now. They look identical to what's going on in the yard. That's crazy. All these years, never knew. Never knew, chat. Is there any cure for it? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's not something that like bothers any of us. We don't really care. Once you mow a few times, you don't notice it. It like goes away. No, it's right behind the house. Stand at the kitchen window when you come home if it's daylight. Stand at the kitchen window, Chinese rocket debris. Look out a little to the right. It goes from like almost like behind the bathroom-ish this year. It kind of arcs towards Casey's and goes out towards the old garden. The old garden doesn't have like good grass in it, so it doesn't. The old garden grows crabgrass and weeds and stuff. There's nothing green in there yet. But yeah, yeah, it's right like behind the house there. No, there were never plants or trees there. I don't know. Water it heavily and aerate it. It doesn't bother me though, chat. Yeah, kind of. The tank's still there. I know where the tank is. The tank shows up every summer. The old septic tank. Because I hit the wrong button. The old septic tank isn't buried very deep, so every summer it shows up. Grass dries, or the grass dies on top of it. I think I should walk around this. Alright, let me go do that right now. Hang on. I'll be back, chat. Y'all hear me get called out on the scanner. Jeez. Neighbors would not be happy with me. It's not something that ever bothers us. We don't care. It's just, it's kind of funny. Like, it just shows up and then it goes away after a while. So, I don't know. Kind of weird. I have to. That will not be happening, Chad. I'm not doing that, okay? I'm not doing that, chat. That is weird.
They make water bottles for a reason.
Yeah, but it's gotta be fresh, you know? Gotta be the optimal temperature, you know?
Oh.
Oh, goodness. The cane plant tissue. So I was assuming that's just like the grass, like the roots, right? Maybe I should burn my zoysia real quick. And then set my house. You know, the people that burn their zoysia and then set their house on fire? No. I'm not going to do that, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Oh, it's not mushrooms. Well, you know, we do get mushrooms out in the backyard, yeah. But that's like in the summer, whatever. There's a spot at the farm every year we get mushrooms. My sister's backyard, my God, there's these giant mushrooms that grow there. They're huge. They're like brown and look really disgusting. I actually took a picture of them last year, I think. Oh, I know I took a picture of them. I was going to post it somewhere and I never did.
And if they're mushroom, I think they are. They're poisonous too.
They're brown?
They're the one, they're really massive, kind of like a ball.
No, these are like flat.
Oh.
Yeah, they're weird looking. They're like flat, but they're pretty good size. It's strange. I don't know which ones are poisonous or not. I just don't eat mushrooms.
There's one mushroom that's really poisonous, but you can eat it for like 1 week a year.
Oh.
It's for that like 1 week. It's not poisonous.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Right?
I'm perfectly happy not eating mushrooms. I don't like the texture. That's the texture for me. Most food, I like texture doesn't bother me. That's a texture.
I always said I won't eat anything that may kill me, so I've never eaten broccoli or asparagus. Why chance it?
Wow. Hey, broccoli is just little trees you play with when you eat your dino nuggets, you know?
Oh.
Yeah, and you have your little dinosaurs like knock over trees and stuff, you know? Yeah, dino nuggets and broccoli. You ever had like breaded deep fried broccoli? That's good stuff. Got like a cheese sauce on it. Oh boy. The mushrooms you eat are out of the store, right? I've never had like a wild mushroom. Really, probably the only thing I've ever had mushrooms on, to be honest, is like pizza. Like on a supreme pizza. That'd be about it. I don't eat mushrooms. I don't like them. Oh. Not a fan. All right, are we ready to fast time till it grows a little and then go fertilize the world?
Yep.
The only way you can broccoli with cheese sauce on it? Yeah. I used to eat a lot of cauliflower as a child. Just raw cauliflower. Just chop it up and eat it. Yeah, a lot of cauliflower. Big cauliflower guy. I hated carrots growing up. I actually really like carrots now. Used to despise carrots, chat. fertilizing the snow?
Sure.
Some broccoli and ranch. I used to dip my cauliflower in like Thousand Island. It's just like pickles and cucumbers. Collard greens, never had them. Never had them. Never had them. I don't know if I'd like them, but I've never had them. Alright, where are you? I'm gonna go across and start in the big end.
Alright.
Chat, it is so bright. It's lit. It's lit, chat, with this snow.
Says you can't see where you're fertilizing with it.
That's what GPS is for, right?
Yep.
Can you not see? Does it not change anything?
It changes in the menu.
Menu, uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat. Oh no, we in trouble. Wow. Collard greens are good if they're made right, otherwise they're bland. Oh no. Cook them with a ham hock. All right. I am gonna take your all's words for it. Okay? That's what I'm gonna do, chat. I'm gonna believe whatever you're saying about collard greens. I've never had them. Never once. Oh yeah, no, it doesn't change anything, does it?
Nope.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, but it changes it in the menu.
True. And as long as you have GPS on you.
Yeah.
Be okay. It'll be alright. From the south? I'm not. I'm from north of the Missouri River, so like, you know, here in Missouri. Not Missouri, you know. I'm basically a northerner, okay? Call me Canadian. Actually, don't, please. Please don't. I don't like Tim Hortons. Therefore, I cannot be a Canadian. Just saying. You remember where you left off? Is it all the same now? Is the snow's on the ground? Yes. But hopefully I won't have to leave off anywhere. Be able to finish this field. 100% realistic farming going on. What, you don't fertilize when there's snow on the ground? Why not? It would melt the snow. North south. Did that actually take? Like golly, George, it did not. Thought for sure it did. No.
You'd probably be able to see it better than the snow.
I don't know.
If some fertilizers I've used have a reddish tint to them too.
Well, it's true, but you're putting it down at such a small rate usually.
Right.
Like the rate that it goes down in farm sim is way high.
Oh yeah.
At least the visual, like lime. Like if they use lime here, you never see it in a field like you see it in this game, you know?
Right, only time you see it in a field is when it's in the pile.
Or if it's the liquid lime.
Right.
Which that was cool.
And now we're using a fertilizer spreader, pellet spreader.
Yeah.
Somehow the PTO shaft got bent. Don't ask how that happened. And while my buddy's dad ran the tractor back to their house with the gate on the fertilizer spreader open.
Oh no.
Well, it didn't drop a whole lot of fertilizer out of it, but you could clearly see it when you're driving down the road.
Lime is insane in 22. Yeah, or in farm sim in general. I wish we had liquid lime on here. That would actually be kind of cool. Have to use like a big honey wagon, you know, spread it. We have a water treatment plant here that they've started doing that with the lime. Fresh water treatment, like drinking water. And they pump out of these like lagoons that they have. And then of course they never get the trucks quite sealed up right. So you can follow the trail from, you know, the water plant to the field.
Just a little bit that gets on the outside.
Yeah.
'Cause it always seems like they overfill them.
Oh yeah. Well, they want to get their full load. And then they got this thing actually that they dump into when they get to the field. And then I just realized there's no snow where the pond was. Huh. Which means if we ever go to drop straw, there won't be straw where the pond was either. But anyway, they have this thing that they can dump a semi into. Kind of like a field bin almost. And then they pump it with a tractor into the applicators then. So the semi can dump and go. And the applicators go to that thing when they're full. Or empty. Then they run two of them great big applicators here when they do it. Kind of like, we have something kind of similar to that in here, don't we?
And I believe
It'd kind of be similar to like, kind of be similar like this. But it's just got, yeah, see, this one doesn't have it. It would just have like a pipe back here with like a plate over it, and it just spreads it that way. Instead of needing like it doesn't have like an applicator. None of these have that anymore. Guess we don't spread liquid poo anymore like we used to, huh? I thought we did. Yeah, none of these have that.
I know a lot of farmers love it when they do that kind of stuff, though.
Dang. Oh yeah.
I bought best fertilizer you can get.
There, the little guy has one. The little guy has a nozzle. The rest, oh, I'm driving. Okay, where are we going? Oh boy. But that's just lime. That's not technically like fertilizer. What I'm talking about.
Alright.
It's mostly just for the lime.
Yeah.
Now they don't do the human slurry. They don't do that anymore here. Or
Yeah.
well, they used to do. They called it sludge, but it was a dry product.
Yep.
It was a dry product after the sewage treatment plant was done with it, basically. And they changed the rules here, and now they haul it to a landfill.
Yeah, it's pretty much how that's gone everywhere now.
So the farmers used to love that stuff. That stuff was great.
Yeah. Because, you know, it's not safe.
It had a lot of lime in it, too. So you'd get kind of a dual benefit there. You get, like, the fertilizer side and lime. It was kind of both.
And it's really cheap to get because they just wanted to get rid of it.
I think it was free for the farmer.
Probably.
You had to pay somebody to, like, spread it. I think you paid to haul it, but as far as, like, actually getting the product, I think they gave it away for free. They did it on our farm, or out on the sand once at our place that I can remember. It might have smelled really bad for a couple days.
Oh, I can imagine.
I think they worked it in, but still.
Even when they're injecting cow manure into the ground, it still smells.
Oh, yeah. Ask Tom about that.
Yeah, last year we were working right next to a field that they were doing that for 2 days on.
Yummy.
Uh-huh.
You ever heard of Malagnite?
Yeah.
We did that in our front yard one year. And then we couldn't have our windows open for like weeks. Or anytime it would rain, it would like rehydrate it. And just like,
Yeah, I wonder why.
I don't know. Malagnite is human poo.
It's disgusting.
It is, but it works. Oh man, the yard never looked better.
Yeah, greenish grass over here.
Oh, green and there's lush. And, oh, it was great. It was awful though. It smelled so bad. Yeah. Hog manure smells the worst.
Oh, I don't know about
I've
that.
heard that, yeah. Whoever thought. Hi, Rob. You're not wrong. The pond is back, kind of. The pond is kind of back, yeah. And we're taking fertilizer, so we're fine. I'm not worried about lime in this, by the way, until the whole field needs lime. That's kind of what we're doing as we add fields. We're waiting for the whole field to need it, and then we'll lime. So, yep. Spurs. That's kind of our strat. What? Why do we plant cotton, El Diablo? Why not? Yeah. Just have cotton everywhere. What's the... Why not? So we've got the little placeable. I think you guys have it too. The building where you can sell everything. For sure you guys have it on there. We're just gonna sell it all. Just sell it outright. I don't know about you guys, Chad, but like to look at the game, I feel like I need my pit vipers on right now. So bright. It's so bright. Almost as bright as Tony's future. Huh? Wait. Some people are pigs. Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Man, those things are dirty.
Do what?
My pit vipers are dirty.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't broken mine out in a while. They're probably dusty. They're sitting right in front of me at the base of that monitor, but
Where the keyboard slider out is on my desk is where they normally sit. Because I don't use that side of it.
Yeah. Big keyboard slide out guy, huh? Oh.
No. I don't know who designed this desk, but when they built it, let's put the keyboard slide out on the small end of the L.
Oh, I got you. It's not even like in a usable spot.
Right.
That's weird. I never did like the idea of a keyboard slide out. I guess they make sense because like they get the keyboard lower, but like I don't know. I never liked it.
Like when I do my custom desk either this year or next year, it's gonna be a lot of trial and error until I get exactly where I want it.
Yeah.
Dude, I refuse to put a keyboard slide on it. It's just another thing for me to whack my knee off of.
Yeah. Comment from YouTube. Are your live streams ever... What? Are your live streams ever put your YouTube? Should I just reply with the second channel? The second channel link to that comment?
Probably.
I'm confused. Because that person doesn't know about the second YouTube channel, even though there's a link in the description of every YouTube video to the second YouTube channel. Hey, shameless plug inbound chat. Did you know that all the live stream content gets put on the second YouTube channel? Did you know that, chat? Shameless plug is done. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a nice day. As, what was his name? McFoley used to say. Yeah, good old McFoley. Have a nice day. But this snow is, it's bright. It's real bright, chat. Real bright. I don't know if I'm on board with it. Still haven't announced it. So chat, you guys know we've been talking about merch for a while. Like, you know, stop talking coffee mugs, you know? Or logo coffee mugs. Or whatever, right? And we said we wanted to wait for hats, and they like announced that they were gonna have hats out in the third quarter. Or sorry, first quarter of the year. So they have them. I'm looking at them right now, but they all just say coming soon. So you can't even order them, but they're there and you can look at them. But they just say coming soon, coming soon, coming soon. It's very sad. So we might just drop the store anyway. I don't know. We'll see. Might just drop it and let you guys buy your coffee mugs. And you'll have to buy hats later if you guys are interested. Just saying. I know people want the coffee mug. Like Trent said he's buying it for people for Christmas in his family. Like, yes, I'm here to start the family drama. So bring it on.
Oh boy.
Well, you don't think that'll start family drama if somebody buys a mug for somebody in his family that says stop talking?
I don't know. Maybe they'll like it. I mean, I'd like a coffee mug that said stop talking on it. I like to enjoy my coffee in peace.
But what if they're telling you to stop talking with that coffee mug? You know?
I completely understand it. I like drinking my coffee in peace.
Coffee time equals quiet time, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so one of these days we will have them available because they're funny. I mean, I'm sorry, it's funny. The whole stop talking emote on a mug. Right now it's on a mug and on a hat. Or not a hat. A mug and a sticker. That's what I was trying to say. A sticker. So I have the sticker in my house. I haven't stuck it on anything yet though. Am I gonna get all that or am I gonna leave a skipper? Oh, that's so close. Chat, y'all don't see that, okay? Look, there's no skipper there.
See what?
I put my mouse over it. Oh, you see that hill's leaving skippers. Or something over there.
Shh.
Yeah, okay. Sand, you don't see anything, bro. What are you talking about? No, you don't, Sand. No, you don't, bro. You see nothing, Jon Snow. See nothing. Nothing. This big field takes forever, by the way. And why are, oh god, we're gonna do cotton on all this again? Oh boy.
Hey, at least it wasn't you coming up with bad ideas today.
Yeah, chat. Or wait, who's you?
It was me.
Yeah, chat.
Yeah, we can blame chat.
Chat, how dare you? You see nothing and everything? So y'all know Arby's, right? Not Arby's, Rallies. This is not a food story. Rallies. Back in the day anyway, I don't know if Rallies still do. I know ours does. Actually, ours doesn't anymore. Now it's like an Uber Eats only side. But they used to have like regular, like the driver orders, the driver goes to the window. Well, they had passenger pickup too. And usually the line at the passenger pickup side was always shorter because it's passenger pickup, not just the driver, right? So the way it would work when you go through the drive-thru is the driver would order, pull up, and then you're on the other side of the building, so the passenger would do the paying and the picking up of the food. Well, one time we went there with my grandpa's old truck. It's an 85 or 80, 89 F-150. And we were cutting grass with it at the time because we used to cut grass with that truck. And it was two of my brothers and I all crammed in the cab, you know. That's how we did it for years. And my brother hit the pole next to the window with the front right corner of the bumper. It bent the bumper a little bit, but it didn't do any damage. He didn't like break it hit the blinker too. There was actually paint on the blinker. Red paint from the pole. I think it's still there. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's still there. I haven't seen the truck in like a year, but I think it's still there. And we pull up to the window, and my one brother and I are yelling at the brother who's driving. And we're like, dude, Dad is going to kill you, because it's Dad's truck this time. I'm pretty sure it was after Grandpa passed, or after Grandpa went in the nursing home at least, and like, you know, he didn't have a need for his truck anymore, so we were using it. And we pull up to the window, and we're screaming at my brother, like, how dare you, you know, Dad's gonna kill you, blah, 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 blah. And the lady working inside just opens the window, hears us arguing, and she goes, all I know is I didn't see nothing, I didn't hear nothing, and I don't even speak any English. And we're just like, what? What, ma'am? Excuse me? And that just like made us all laugh. And we're just like, okay, never mind. Dad's not going to be that mad. He was a little mad. It was a little mad. It is pushed in on that side, and there's a little wrinkle in the, in like towards the center.
That was probably her way of getting you guys to calm down a little bit.
Probably. And she's just like, it was funny. I didn't see nothing, I didn't hear nothing, I don't speak no English. Like, ma'am. Like, hey, you had that at 1 or 2, and it's an Uber. Yeah. I think it's only for, like, delivery drivers now. I don't know how that works, because, like, how do they reach the food? Does, like, the employee, like, lay in the window and, like, put it in the seat? Like, I don't know how that works. I need to see that in action sometime, you know? Yeah. Maybe I should order rallies, and then when the driver gets here, be like, so how does this whole pickup thing work? How do you do it? I mean, Arby's or rallies is okay. The fries are pretty banging, not gonna lie. Fries are pretty darn good. But, yeah, it was funny, though. And then we used to go, like, downtown, and that was, like, Thursday nights we would go there sometimes after cutting. We had an account right down the street. And we would always wait and do that last because it was a business. And we never wanted to cut it while they were there. And so we would cut that account and then go down to Arby's, or Rallies. I mean, Rallies. I keep saying Arby's, Rallies. And then we'd go down to the river and, like, eat. And we'd listen to music because they used to have a band that would play every Thursday down there. Kind of a weird thing, I know. And then come home and, like, you know, be done for the night because we were tired from cutting grass. Good time. Good time, chat. I haven't had... Every time I feel like we go to Rallies, like, like, the cheese on the burger is still cold. You know, like, you can go through the drive-thru, get your burger, literally park on the side of the street right there, and the cheese is still cold on your burger. Like, do y'all not have any hot food? Like, how's this work? I don't know. It's weird. I just prefer to not even go. To be completely honest. I think my neighbor's cutting his grass again, chat.
Shocker.
I know.
Does your neighbor do anything besides cut his grass?
He is semi-retired.
Oh.
He's in construction. Been in construction all his life. But they, like, I think the company that he worked for, like, went under, like, closed, shut down because, like, the owner died. But he's still working for somebody, and he's kind of known for building fire stations. And of all things, like, fire station, ambulance, build, like, ambulance stations, whatever you want to call them. And, car washes. He builds car washes and fire stations.
That's interesting.
Like, you've never had that issue. If without those issues, it would be really good food, honestly. But yeah, it's just kind of nasty when it's cold. Our rallies got shut down one time by the health department for a while. They had a sign on their window, and they're like, "We're closed tomorrow." And Dad was like, "Oh, why are you guys closed?" And they're like, "Health department." And we were getting food from them at the time. Like, oh, that's nasty. But anyway, so my neighbor works some. I don't know how much he works still. So, yeah. That's why I say semi-retired. Burgers lose heat immediately. I just don't think they're ever hot first time. Or Chinese rocket beef to begin with. I don't think they're hot in the first place. You know? I really don't. Mr. Sarge.
Afternoon.
How's it going, sir? Welcome in.
It's going good. How are you guys doing?
We're good. We got a little issue with the old farm sim, but we're making do.
Okay, what's the issue?
We're not on the server right now. I'm self-hosting.
Oh.
Something happened Tuesday, and I have not been able to find the server back since Tuesday.
Really?
I've reset it a billion times. I've taken all my mods out. The only thing I haven't personally done is reinstalled my game. On the server side, I've done everything I can think of. I even had, Carson on the case last night. We worked on it for like 20 minutes. He couldn't figure anything out. So.
Yeah, because you were mentioning that.
Like the other day, yeah.
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah.
And it popped up for me when
they're making
I was
room on
getting
this.
ready to load everything up. So
No, I'm playing. I'm self-hosted today. We're on the save and everything. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all the same information. So the other server, I even changed the name, so it's running. It just has a different name right now. And everybody can find it but me. So that's why I think I'm gonna try, I guess, to reinstall my game tonight. I guess. I kind of just ran out of ideas last night and time. So they're making room for the 1950 census. That's definitely what the farm sim servers are doing. They're definitely making time for the 1950 census. Yes. We're gonna be able to plow through those records of the census, right? Definitely not. Yeah, that's the problem with Arby's here, or Rallies. Dang it, I keep saying Arby's. Rallies here is just, the food is never hot. Kind of disgusting if you think about it. Like, was it ever hot? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if like the one where Chinese Rocket Debris is any better, but the one here in town is awful.
Okay. This is like weird.
What's up?
I'm sitting at 10%.
Did you add a mod? Uh-oh, I added a mod, Sarge.
No, I downloaded it.
Oh.
It seemed to take a minute for me too this morning.
You're telling me it'll cripple the internet. What day does that comes out on Friday? Like next Friday, right? I think. I want to make sure I'm not streaming when that's happening. I don't want to cripple the internet. I don't want to add to it. Okay. I say the one here is just it's just gross. It's, ugh. April 1st. So next Friday. Okay. All right, so Chad, I can't stream during the day next Friday. I don't want to break the internet too, you know. I'll be streaming Friday night. Don't worry. Not during the day though. Oh goodness. All right, Farmer Nick, last passes.
Yep.
Should be anyway. Good lineup. I didn't adjust my GPS at all, did I? No. No. The 1950 census is being released next Friday. Yep, the census here in the United States. They basically go around and like, how many people live here? What are their names? And they release them like, you know, years later. It's a whole thing. I see you over there with your front loader arms.
I was just waving.
Perfection. Look at that, chat. Perfection. But yeah, so Buddy, my neighbor guy, he works a little bit. He was supposed to build a car wash. That project got shut down though, I think. For like supply chain issues, because they couldn't get the stuff.
Yeah.
They didn't want to pay like as much to get the stuff. So they're just like, yeah, we're not going to build a car wash now. But he's built, oh, and schools. He builds on like schools too.
Does he travel for the schools?
Around the St. Louis area.
Ah.
No. Yeah, schools, fire stations. We have like separate ambulance buildings, you know. We have both here. And then car washes.
Yeah.
You'll be looking for professors, folks. Nice. Nice. I'm telling you, you need to track down Carson's family and make sure we're not related, okay? Oh, goodness. I don't think he'd give you, like, names or anything, but, you know. Be funny. Would be funny. Like I said, chat, sorry if you hear a lawnmower. My neighbor is currently cutting his grass, so.
Yeah, he's going to town over there.
Fire damaged gasoline for 80% off. Fire damaged gasoline for 80% off. That's pretty good. I like that. I like it. Yeah, he's going to town. He's in his backyard currently, and he's probably bagging. That's why he's like starting to stop him a lot.
Oh.
Because he's a big bagger guy, you know?
One of those types?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And magically, all like winter, and I don't know if it's just like the wind of like nature, or he goes out there with the leaf blower like in the fall, but in the winter, there's always leaves that blow underneath the fence, and they end up in my yard. I don't know how it happens, but it's all the time.
Definitely wouldn't be anything he's doing.
Yeah. Wait, Captain Skin Marsh, are you in the airport right now? You flying back to Florida like literally today? Dang. Dang, bro. Yeah, he's one of those people, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, you can't side discharge if you get in the pool. That's true. He's a nice enough guy, and his wife's nice enough, and their daughter's nice enough. He lives in the neighborhood, like, with her husband. But anyway, nice enough people, but you can definitely tell that, like, their stuff doesn't smell, you know? They're those kind of people. Like, you can see him kind of looking down upon everybody else. You know?
Yeah.
Dang, Captain Good Marks, that sucks, man. Ooh, small mother bin on sale.
Ooh.
Don't need it. Never really used the one on Elm Creek, to be honest.
I think we used it like
A little
10
bit.
times, maybe.
Having AI helpers, just, you don't need it almost.
It was great for like when we were just storing everything to sell.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Sarge, do I need to restart my game? Thanks for that follow, by the way. Appreciate you. Welcome on in. How's it going?
What's up?
Do you want me to restart my game?
Oh, that's entirely up to you. I've actually backed out, restarted mine, seeing if they'll do anything.
That's what I'm saying. If you can't join, let me know. I'll be glad to, you know?
Yeah, only if you think it'll work. But
That is funny about the gas, though. That is really funny. Yeah, I'd definitely restart my game if it'll help you join. Gotcha. You can't see a merch, gotcha. We need to move some eggs. Need to move some eggs. Where's that Treader? Treader.
Yeah, there's a company we use for fireworks that we don't want to use them anymore because they kind of really screw up your shows and stuff.
All right.
Oh, it's gotten to the point we ended up having to buy from them because no one can get any of their supply from China right now. Besides these people.
I see that. I can see that. It's all messed up again. Pretty sure they're all locked down again over there too.
I think so.
Yeah. Heard something about it the other day.
My mother's build date for her Bronco got pushed back 2 weeks.
Dude, I saw a Bronco the other day. And it was like a soft top one.
Yeah.
And they had it open. I don't know about it. I don't know how I felt about it.
The soft tops, I think, were getting built a little faster than the hard tops.
It was just kind of weird looking, almost.
Yeah. My mother's getting a hard top.
I gotcha. I don't know. The new Broncos in general are just they're interesting, you know? I don't know if I like it. I think I'm a Jeep guy.
I like them, but then again, at the same time, I don't like the new Broncos. Yeah. And I'm like a 94 Jeep guy.
See, I'm like a big square headlight, you know, like the old Broncos, you know?
Yeah.
That's lit.
Is they can't bring something back without messing with it and making it the new age.
Yeah, bring back the square headlights. I'm here for it. Just saying. What is the miscellaneous charge? Probably has something to do with, what is that? Leased equipment?
Probably.
Loan? We got all kinds of work. We're hemorrhaging money every time we pass them right now, aren't we?
Yep.
Hemorrhaging money.
I honestly wish that some company would just bring back the square body.
I got you, Rob. Yeah, that'd be nice.
I mean, I'm not type that.
What do we even have that's leased right now?
I think we have the Brooks, but I'm not exactly sure.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the miscellaneous is, to be completely honest with you.
Yep, the Brooks.
Bring back the 98, right? Right? Farmer Nick.
SGTC98 just resubscribed for 37 months. 37 months and still going.
Sarge, thanks for the 37-month resub. To appreciate it, sir.
Oh, yes, we just messed up, didn't we?
A fast time past selling.
Oh, no.
Which one gives you more money, cows or pigs? I'm going to say cows, but I don't actually know. We haven't really messed with pigs too much.
If you just all F4, we will be good.
Hey, chat, we can time travel forward. Do y'all know how to time travel backwards by chance?
If it hasn't auto-saved yet, all F4.
I mean, I could. I'm not that worried about it.
Yeah.
June, usually. Usually in June, chat. Dang it. Sarge, it's not working for you. Farmer Nick first time wants to know if he found the bad firework company. In the chat, there's a link. Back to the future.
Yeah. Put in reverse, Terry.
I love this video.
Yep.
Back up, back up. I've never seen this long of a version of it though. I love it. Tara, what you doing? Oh, that video is too good. Oh my goodness me. Way too funny, chat. Way too funny. Sarge, what's it doing? It gets stuck at like 10?
Yeah, it still was. I'm
Okay.
just canceled it and trying it one more time, see if it takes off.
I'll gladly restart. We're due for that. We've been on here for 4 hours, you know? I'm fine with it. We might.
It's just sitting and spinning.
We might have planted cotton everywhere today, Sarge.
No, okay.
So we're actually ready to harvest. Unless I quit without saving. But I don't know when the last time it saved was. But we don't really need the money for right now. We'll be okay without it. Besides, there's $130,000 in eggs right there.
Yeah, Sarge, I say one bad idea, one time, and John decides to go with it.
Plant cotton everywhere, yeah.
Yep.
Hey.
It's okay.
Those big harvesters are not bad.
Yeah, we'll roll through it.
All right, chat. So we're going to restart the game really fast. Not a huge deal, but there's secret things that I can't show you all. Okay? What's this about going back in time? Mrs. Professor, I fast time past the selling again of soybeans and corn, actually, this time too. I'm really, really good at that here lately. Fast timing past when we're supposed to like sell stuff. Or plant stuff. I've been doing that here lately too on like different maps and stuff too. So it's just been awful lately, but that's okay. It's all good.
I'm gonna ask, with the server issues, instead of doing the uninstall reinstall,
yeah,
you know how you pull up the properties of the game on Steam and all that?
Uh-huh.
There is a spot to verify the integrity of the game files.
Oh yeah. Verify. How long does that take?
I do not know. It might take a minute.
Well, I clicked it.
Oh. Okay.
I probably shouldn't have.
So we'll find out.
I just happened to think about that. It's going, okay, before you uninstall it, reinstall it, which takes some time, you know, that might be the faster way to do it.
Cat skid mark's not a bad idea with sticky notes, by the way. No, I canceled the verify thing. The server's, well, you know what? The server is up and running, actually. Hang on, let me check. It's not gonna work. But even if it does work, we're still gonna localhost because we've done progression.
Yeah, you'd have to upload the save and all that.
All right. Okay. I'm past the secret stuff not yet. I just don't want y'all seeing the name of our game. It's secret. Because people are too smart and they find the name of our game and then they try to figure out what the secret mod is. The secret mod is still in play. Yeah. Wise guy, welcome in, man. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a good day. Oh, you got Dishy's cable under the house and the router in the office. Awesome, Mrs. Professor. Hopefully one of these days you get that pole mount and you can like mount it up like you want it then, huh? I love that you named it Dishy, by the way. I don't know why. I like when people name random stuff, you know? Just like some of my Christmas decorations have names. I don't know why if they do. The secret mod is John on a Wheaties. I can have Carson make that. Yeah, I can have Carson make that. All right, Farmer Nick's in. Oh, hey, it actually stayed. Okay, cool. Cool. Hold. I guess I don't know what I'm waiting for. It's just need to get some cotton harvesters, huh? We're gonna go no. Window tint, 2 today. 3. We're going 3.
All right, good news. It is appearing to do something this time.
That's good. Oh, we're gonna get 3 of these then. That would be funny if that was the secret mod, just my face on a Wheaties box, right? It's not the secret mod, but that would be funny. It's definitely not the secret mod. In fact, secret mod, wait for it, is secret. In case you didn't know. Now you do, chat. Alright, I'm gonna run north-south lines. Seems legit to me. But I don't know. Alrighty. Cotton time, chat. Cause it's got Sergeant, we own a forage harvester now too. It was on sale. I couldn't turn it down. The brown one was named Dishy McFlatface. So what's the new one? Dishy McSquare face? It's not a square, it's a rectangle though. That's too funny, Mrs. Professor. I didn't know that. So that's an Elon thing then, huh? Good old Dishy. Good old Dishy. This isn't the body cotton harvester. Absolutely, El Diablo. It sure is. Good old Dishy McFlatface. That's great. All right, we got to promote Sarge. Sergeant Instructor Army. Let me get you promoted to a manager. Yeah. You haven't heard if the new dish has a name. Gotcha, Mr. Professor. I gotcha. Tap out of the game for 2 seconds here, chat. Normally I don't do that, but I want to move something up there. All right, see, I'm back. It's like that. 2 seconds, chat. Swear. Or more. El Diablo, you guys have used this one on the... I heard you guys were planting cotton on the server too, right? Crossplay server? If so, it's kind of funny. So, cotton harvester, where are we going? I hit my GPS button. I don't know where it's going. Okay. I got you. I didn't really mean to pick this pass. I meant to go over one, but just kind of where it went, you know? Can you actually see the cotton? You can see the cotton there. Wow. Really loud, too. Very, very loud.
I just wish you could unload that pre-chamber.
Yeah, I wish there was a command or control for that. That is the one problem with it, but we know kind of how to fix it.
Yeah.
And I guess we know that we can get across this bridge to get to the other fields with it. We'll have to look and see if we have any contracts up north. Because while we have these, we might as well.
We could always ask Plugger if he could fix the unload part.
I don't know. I would assume we could do that, but I don't know. Don't know.
Or at least make it so that way you could fold the head up with cotton in it.
Yeah. I got you there, El Diablo. You guys are on this map, right? I got you. All right. GG's. I don't even know what map you got. Is that bad? I don't even know what map they're playing on. I think they're back here. I think. I'm not even sure. Gosh. That's bad. Sorry. That is really bad of me. Okay, yeah. Samesies. Alright, so we're gonna have cotton bales for days.
I'll be right back.
Alright. Because I feel like we had a fair bit of cotton last time. But we also didn't plant anything on this side of the river last time. Or even some of the fields on the other side of the river. We only did the mega field last time. Oh boy, look at all this cotton up here. Holy cow. So 19 is our only cotton contract. We're going to go ahead and take that one. Because we might as well. That's a big field. 19. We've done that one before. There's also all these other fields. Wow. Oh, they're all... What did he just hit, chat? Did y'all hear that? I think neighbor guy just ran over a rock or something. Jeez, dude. Did not sound good with the old lawnmower out there. So the other fields are all like withered or still growing. like 18 and 19 would be ready tomorrow. I don't think we want to keep these harvesters leased for a day.
Probably not.
No, but we do have a field 19 contract. So we'll take that one for sure. So that's free money, you know. So we'll have to make, what we'll do is when we're able to get one of these empty, we might just want to send it up to field 19 and just hope that it empties up there. Or maybe we, like, towards the end of our harvest when we get one empty, we try to get it up there. Try being the key word there, I feel like. But that's okay. So chat, we're going to be harvesting cotton for a while. Y'all use this mod. It's pretty good cotton harvester, not going to lie. And of course, we do have the modded auto load trailers that'll pick up cotton bales too. Which is even better.
I don't think the FedEx guy likes me right now.
Why not?
So the girlfriend got me a grill for my birthday, but shipped right to the house.
Got you a grill?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
And that thing was a struggle to get into the house. That was already on my porch.
Ah.
And he had to carry it down from the street up like 10 or 11 steps.
I kind of felt bad the day I ordered my the day my air conditioner got shipped here. Because it came in a box and it weighs like 120, 130 pounds.
Yeah.
And yeah, buddy just like gorilla hugged it and carried it right to the front door. And I'm like, I don't know how you did that.
Only if I caught him a little bit sooner, I would have just told him to bring it right in the house.
Yeah. Like, bring it in the house, I'll get you a beer.
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah, Chinese Dragon Debris. That's why I wanted to be very clear. He said grill. Because that's not what I heard either. Yeah. I wanted to be very clear there, you know? Say. You just put this cotton harvester on the Icebox to try? Nice. I think you'll like it. I mean, it's the in-game harvester just with a giant header on it, you know? So, I mean, it works just like the in-game one. Yeah, I didn't hear grill either. Chinese Dragon Debris, so.
Oops.
Yeah. I was like, from like Russia or like, wait. Made a bale. I got a bale. Yay, I've got a bale, chat. I've got a bale. I've got a bale. I got a bale. Hey. Not a hay though. Bale cotton. Cotton. Good old cotton bale. Then we got to figure out. Last time we sold right away in October, didn't we?
I think so.
Or were we harvesting in November? Because we can do it either way. Oh, looks like Sarge is back, huh?
That I am.
All right, I'll promote you so you can actually like do something on the farm. As it, you know, had you as not even part of the farm there for a while. So that's no good. Yeah, should I just harvest across 2 roads and just go into the 3rd field? Why not? The less you turn around, the better, right?
Right.
Might as well. Plow on. Plow on. What is this? What is this? First. Sure. Okay, I will. And it's not going to be awful. Just so you know. See, here I'll at least lift up the header or turn it off. So if I turn off, then it doesn't do the thing where it drops. Oh, it does when you turn it back on. Dang it. I was hoping it wouldn't do that. Auto drops the bale when you turn it because it lowers the header. So I kind of don't like that. That's one thing about it. It's kind of weird. You have a bale riding on the back of the harvester and you drop the header. It will auto drop the bale. I don't know how I feel about that one. But, yeah. It's all good. So, harvesting cotton, chat. This is what our day will consist of for a while here. And it's all Farmer Nick's problem. Or fault. I should say. All Farmer Nick's fault. That's okay, because I don't mind cotton. Especially with these harvesters. This won't be bad. We do have 3 of us out here running around, so this will not be bad. The thing is, the turning on this thing is kind of slow. Like getting it lined back up with GPS takes a minute. Look at that pass we just made all the way through. Look at that. Only going across, 3 different, well, really 6 fields. That was 3. 1 now, but was. But you might as well. It's more efficient just to keep it driving in a straight line than it is to turn around all the dang time, More efficient. Now we'll get a couple of them trailers. How is the price on cotton right now, I wonder? Price of cotton would be... Yeah, not quite 4. And that I remember that 4,100. That's basically our top. So 3,994 I would take right now, to be honest. I would take it. That's not terrible. And Sarge, I don't know if you saw, but I did accept a contract as well. For 19, it is planted the cotton ready to go. So we'll harvest that up as well. We're gonna be harvesting cotton for a while, chat. Hope y'all are cool with it. What are y'all up to on your farm sim maps or your Minecraft worlds, or what games are you guys playing right now? I know y'all are playing games. I know y'all are gamers. What's your name? Black Cat's playing America Truck. That was fun last night. I had a good time in there. I think we need to get better at being a convoy, though. I really do. We're not so good at being a convoy. That's okay. Still fun. Just started planting on your map. Rezo, you have 300 acres. Ooh. Dang. Playing 22. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I guess if we had the speed where, first person can go out, set their speed, and everybody else go catch them, and then set their speed at, say, 65, that would probably help us. The next time we'll probably do that. Which will be good. Soybean harvest time. Very nice. You know what they say, don't you there, Mr. Rob? Good money in beans. We're going to have to plant beans on here eventually. Well, maybe not, actually. On the other map, my Erlingrat. Definitely going to have to plant beans on there. Definitely. Because I'm poor. And it's just getting worse. Fortunately, that happens on Farm Sim. You tend to get poorer before you get richer. Just saying. Tend to get poor before you get rich. Soybean spam. Cat, I feel like we need to see them. We're talking about soybeans, right? Means we need to see the emote chat, The money and beans. Who's got it, chat? A bunch of you do. The money and beans. For mentioning the saying, we might as well show the emotes, right? Pretty sure a whole bunch of you guys have that one, right? Whole bunch of you. Oh yeah. Yeah, so back to the server thing. I don't know, outside of uninstalling or reinstalling my game, which really wouldn't take that long. Put my mods in a folder, copy them to my desktop so I have them. Save games I'll run on Steam, on the Steam Cloud. Shouldn't be an issue there. I really only have one, well, this one and my other one, so really two that I would be worried about losing. And that wouldn't be a big deal because Steam Cloud, you know. Need to sell hats and shirts that say good money and beans. That's actually not my saying, though. Farmers Johnson, that's not my saying. That is Ghost of the Sim. That's her saying. That would be stealing her her saying. She needs to sell hats and shirts that say it. Yes. Not me. Not me. Not my saying. Mine is like, you know, stop talking. That's mine. Yeah, when people get annoying, just stop talking. You know? But yeah, that is definitely not my saying. Good saying, but not my saying. But it's true, there is good money in memes, you know? That would be a really interesting hat if it just said that across there. People would look at you very, very concerned. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? So I think I'll try to uninstall, reinstall tonight. I don't think that's going to fix it. I think it's something server side. Because I can see other servers. So either I go through the help process with Very Games, which I don't really feel like doing that, to be honest. So probably what I'll do, because I can see our crossplay server. So probably what I'll do is I'll end up just like canceling this server and getting a different one. And copying the save and the mods over, which is not a big deal. Just a little upload time. And setting it up. It only takes a few minutes to set up a farm sim server, to be honest. Not bad at all. It's not like a Rust server. It takes forever. So yeah. That's probably going to happen either tonight or maybe tomorrow at some point. I don't know. We will see. But definitely I need to fix it because I don't like self-hosting. I feel like, you know, the game runs better for everybody if we're on a server. I know Farmer Nick said his ping was high. Sarge, how bad's yours today?
It's flirting upper 40s.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, now I'm back down to where I normally run around the low to mid 30s.
Was it really bad when you first joined Farmer Nick today?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know why?
Why is that?
I was still uploading to YouTube.
Oh.
I had 4 uploads going. They didn't finish before stream, so I canceled them.
Oh.
No shot. I want to do this on. Yeah. Well, like even Matt today, at the end of Matt's stream, like he had all these trees down, and old man's like, yeah, I'm not liking it at all. It's like, this is awesome. They definitely have improved the game. You know, from the lag aspect, you know. And that's why Farmer Nick's thing was high though when he joined, because yeah, I was still uploading. I had 4 uploads going. I should have started them sooner last night. They would have been done, but I didn't think about it until like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh dang it, I should have started these like, you know, as soon as I was done streaming, they would have been done. But I'll finish them up. I'll finish them up after stream tonight. Won't be a big deal. Be done. And then I rendered on both computers last night, so I got all kinds of stuff to upload now. So tomorrow is an upload day. Got to get it all done before the census comes out next Friday, right? Wonder how long they've been uploading that, like behind the scenes. Because you don't just like, here you go, you know. Kind of interesting. I guess we're dropping cotton bales on the road, right?
I guess so.
I mean, it works.
Mm-hmm. Makes it convenient.
Yeah. Just drive down the road and pick them up. like behind the scenes first time. Like, I know the website's not turned on yet, you know? Oh, they don't get the files even until, oh. Gotcha. I gotcha. Okay, makes sense now. Gotcha. All about that census, chat. He knows it all. All about that census. Oh, that neighbor's lawnmower's aggravating me, chat. Kind of annoying, but that's okay. All good. Oh, it's just a data dump. It's just, oh boy. Okay, they gotta, okay. Cotton on the roadside, cotton in the ditch. Yeah. Yeah. Volunteers will spend a month or so indexing all of it. I got you. That sounds like a nightmare. Sounds like a nightmare. Just saying. Does not sound like fun at all. Three to 4 months to index. That's actually not that bad. It's not bad at all. That's 2 months this time. People have better computers. There's probably more people interested, maybe. Yeah. 150. Wow. That's a lot of people. A lot of people. Lots of people. Goodness me. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to fixing the server because I do not like to self-host. Because, like, you know, if I hit this and it doesn't autosave, then that pauses your all's game, right? When I hit escape and it, like, autosaves? I think, right? I could be wrong. Not sure. Used to. I don't know if it still does. Not sure, but either way, I don't like it. I can't raise my header because then I will drop a bail to do that down here. Try to keep them together if we can. Might as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
As well. All right. Back up, get square, get that one little piece that I missed. Little sprig is what I was going for there. One little sprig. A sprig of cotton. That's not a thing, right? What'd you call that? A plant? Not a, yeah, probably a plant. You can actually see the beacons when you look back like this. Actually, a flashing and all that good stuff. Wow. Amazing, chat. Oh, you're using it. Whoa. Dang, that's gonna be cool.
Okay. Oops.
Do some kind of AI created index on April 1st. Dang.
Apparently I bumped the button to turn on the automatic drop.
Oh.
I didn't mean to throw that one down there.
Well, that's okay. Farmer Nick and I can both drop right by it, so it'll stand out.
There you go.
Don't know what button that is, though. Not that one. Oh, well, that worked.
I think it's Y.
Yeah. I raised my header up by accident. When I put it back down, of course, it dropped, so we're good. We're good. We should try to drop one more bale there, and that'll be a full trailer. That'll speed up finding ancestors if it's somewhat accurate. Yeah, I could see that. Instead of just having to go and look at page after page after page, right? I can see how that would help quite a bit. Play. No, wait. Farmer Nick, what's your hour meter say?
.4.
0.4?
Yep.
Okay. That seems high to me, but I guess so. Didn't realize we've been doing that long already. Time flies when you're harvesting cotton. Or something. Or something. Hey, chat, this is where I need to be able to, like, tab out and play Automation Empire at the same time, you know? You hit the H button and play some Automation Empire, right? Game's so much fun. Sarge, have you played that, like, recently at all? Maybe? No? We'll say no. It's a fun game. It is a fun game. That'll be interesting. We just won't see Chinese Rocket every next weekend, chat. He will be occupied the whole weekend. Working on the census. That's for sure. That is for sure. That's all right. That is all right. You'll be chatting out your fines. Oh boy. Okay. Being a live, you should live stream it too while you're at it. Not on my channel, on your own. You think anybody will live stream that on Twitch? Like, will that even? That'd be kind of funny. Are there that kind of stream on Twitch? Is that a thing? Is there like an ancestry.com like stream category? Like family research stream category? Is that a thing? Sure, it's not. It'd be kind of amusing if it was. Not gonna lie. It'd be kind of amusing in a way. Be really funny actually. Or like where people help like people from chat, like that'd be kind of like invasion of privacy because like names of family members and stuff. I don't know if I'd be cool with that. No, but we need to. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. Just be like, all right, chat, who wants, you know, to find your great grandparents? Let us know some names. Help us out. Nothing weird about that, right? Simple rules, only dead people. True. Very true, yeah. That is a simple rule, yeah. That makes sense. That would make sense. That would make sense. But still, like names and locations and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I wonder how Trent's pizza is. I'm sure he'll tell us all about it when he gets back, right? He was going to Casey's, chat. Get some pizza. Very rude. He didn't offer to, you know, bring me any. He also lives like 3 hours away from me, but you know, still rude. Like, how did I must have been carrying that bale with me for a while. I was like, I'm just made another bale. What? How? Interesting. All right. Be ready. Well, we gotta do that spot over there. We'll be ready to cross the river soon. Heck yeah. Be pretty good. Be like the new Ancestry interface. Didn't know they had a new one. Didn't know anything. I don't know anything about them. You couldn't figure out who a close relative was. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. A lot of people with visual impairments complaining about it. Uh-oh. Did they not make it like big letter friendly? I don't know what you'd call it. Visually impaired friendly. You know, you hit control and scroll wheel up. I did that on Dad's computer. I set, and his phone. I set the text on Dad's phone a little bit bigger for him. Not gonna lie, I did it. I sure did. Be better. Oh, color scheme. I gotcha.